You don't give me my results. Next time, if somebody comes, how would I prove to the person that I've done the test? So he even admitted, oh, you have a point. We'll do that. We'll give them the results. Now, Tuesday, we started getting messages of harassment and people being proven negative, but now being asked to go and do the test. So I got worried. I said, what is going on? So I called Consular General that, look, call a meeting of this Ministry of Foreign Affairs so that we have clarity on what they really want to do, because if you said you're going to test, people have tested, they are negative. Why now do you go back and say that they have to be quarantined? So I called the man. He was a bit all over the place. So I asked him that, look, fine, call a meeting. So that meeting, first one took place on Wednesday. Today is Friday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the first one took place
Friday.
Wednesday. At the same time, I also informed my minister in Accra that this is what is happening. Then I called around to some of my colleagues, African diplomats, and I called our dean. Unfortunately, our dean is still out of the country. So I called him in Cameroon and I complained that this is what is happening to him. He said, oh, he's also heard it. So when I spoke to some of my colleagues, they had all heard it. So I said, well, they will need to convene him. Because we didn't have the dean here, I called the next in command to basically say that, okay, I'm away, so you are in charge now. That's how our protocol was. So that delayed us by a day. But on Thursday, when the situation got really bad, we called again Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So when I got to the office yesterday, they said they wanted to meet with us. First, they said me alone. And I said, why would they want to meet with me alone? So initially, I rejected the meeting. Then later, I called and said, okay, I'll go. Then later, I was told that, no, it's not you alone. It's 4 of you. So I said, who are the other 4? They said they didn't know. But we fished, and then I realized that one of my colleagues, Tanzania, was in Kenya. So I requested that we should meet and discuss how we approach the meeting. And also to let you know what we are doing as an embassy. But unfortunately, this meeting has to be short because I've just come out of an ambassador's meeting and we are drafting the communique which will present to the Chinese authorities tomorrow. Nabu is part of that drafting team, so we can't keep him away too long because by 8 o'clock the first draft has to go out. But can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, you can hear you.
Yes, please. Okay. But some early morning on Sunday, I got a call from a student about being forcibly tested. So I asked him the situation, why, and he explained it to me. I was not aware at that time, so I immediately called my Consular General. And then he confirmed that around 9 o'clock on Saturday evening, he got a text message. So he was waiting till daybreak, maybe around 10 or 11, to call me. So I asked him to forward to me the contents of the text message. Now, when the text message came, and I think some of you have seen it, it was a circular from the Guangdong authorities, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, saying that because of an outbreak of the virus, they wanted to test all foreigners who had a travel history of the last 3 months. Straightforward. So I said, but I have just received a call from one of my compatriots. He has not traveled out for the last 3 months. So why are you forcing him to take the test? Then he went on and said, oh, it's just a... So I said, but your message says 3 months. And the guy has not been out of the place for 3 months. So why are you? Then he said, maybe he hasn't been out, but possibly he may have come into contact with somebody that he didn't know. So that's what they are trying to test. And I said, then the content of your message is wrong. Because if you are saying that in the last, somebody who has been out the last 3 months, then you worded it wrongly, because if you are saying that everybody has to take the test, then everybody has to take the test. And he did say including Chinese people. So we argued for a bit. Then I called the Consular General, we discussed it, and I called the student and he said that you should take it. Now, that day I received a lot of phone calls, so it was a lot of back and forth between me and this particular gentleman called Liu Bayong. So later I called the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Beijing to complain. How could they have decided to do something like this without our knowledge? So they also said that they didn't know, but when the complaints started coming up, they checked. But it's a provincial decision, but they will look into it and call me back. But if I have any complaints, I should put it on paper and write to them. So I did. That day we wrote and we sent it off to them. Then on Monday was relatively quiet. So I followed up on the people, or some of you guys, to check. And I was told that they had done the test, and they said, if you were negative, they wouldn't call you back. But if you were positive, they will call back. So I even called the man back and said, what kind of testing is this?
Now I think Ambassador has finished speaking, and as he said, we need concrete examples. And I think whatever has happened are all the truth. We all know that they are the truth. But for the sake of confirmation, that is why Ambassador is saying that we have to write the date and the time, and also with videos and pictures.
Yeah.
Yes, so that we can really prove that whatever we are saying is the truth. And Alan, if they come, I didn't, maybe Ambassador is here, and if they come, if we have not traveled outside China since the outbreak started, if we have the right to resist, that we shall not take the test. That one, we can do it. And if they want to force us, we can videos, and we will write a report based on the videos, and then make it available, so that as quick as possible we can also send to the mission.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Please, those of us who will be writing these information, please take note that someone is asking for us to use our local dialect. It's not all of us that speak Chi or any of our specific local dialects, so it will be difficult for us to use one specific language to communicate apart from English. Please, those of you who will be submitting these proof, please add proof that you have also you haven't been out of China for the past 3 months. I think this would also solidify whatever that we'll be presenting. So the first person whose hand is up is Osika. Please make sure you change your name to Osika. You have the floor, please.
I want to ask honorable African leaders, we the youth.
His HE, His Excellency. Okay, sorry. HE, not honorable. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Okay. His Excellency, Africa.
The police are knocking my door.
So when we got to the meeting yesterday with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Director General, who is the head of Africa, that's our boss here in China, He basically went through their protocols and the usual language that they use. And the fact that they were not discriminating, but it was for the protection of our own citizens, that's why they were doing that and all that. To be honest, we didn't buy it. So we have selected Kenya ambassador to be our spokesperson. And she spoke very well. We laid out all the issues, we gave examples, and we told them that basically, as far as we were concerned, this was a very racist move. Because if you are saying foreigners, why Africans only? They said they were starting with us. I said, why didn't you start with other nationalities? Because we have the lowest rate of infection. In China, as far as we know, during the height of the COVID, only one African got it, and that person was not even in Guangzhou. So if you are saying that there is a problem in Guangzhou, why carpet bomb everybody? So I mean, we were very, very straightforward and told them what we had to tell them. Now, after that, our dean, acting dean, Djibouti assumed the status of acting dean and quickly called a meeting. So he called me yesterday, we spoke, and we agreed we'll have a meeting. So we had a meeting this afternoon. Now, yesterday in the evening, our president, Nana Ndudanko Akufo-Addo, had a meeting with us, ambassadors, for a briefing on what was happening. We did it by Zoom, just like we're doing now. So I gave him the China, the injustice that was going on. So he's fully aware. This afternoon, we had the African diplomatic meeting. And that's why we have to end this meeting quickly, because we need to agree on the draft and content of the communique. It was a good meeting, lasted about 2 hours. We had senior ambassadors there, Niger, Equatorial Guinea, Malawi, all of them were there. It was agreed that we issue a strong communique. You get a copy tomorrow to the Chinese authorities, and we're going to be addressing it to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, expressing our displeasure and anger. At the same time, we've advised our various capitals to call the Chinese ambassadors in and express
for 14 days. Until the Nimni ABC, Mibama Beton Crofons foreign about Kunie and about consul. So you can see here, Maba Numrea, the Midomo Bam 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 Bam. Our Dongo Mono. Almost same in Omonco Hospital, or the Minfolo Mon, I mean Omonco Hospital, or Omonco.
We gotta touch them all. We gotta touch them all. All of them gotta be touched. Ma'am, they all have to be touched? You sure? Oh. Why are you touching all of them then? You know the coronavirus is going on right now. You sure? Yeah, but your hands are everywhere. You're literally...
Put your hands out. Put your hands out. You're resisting arrest.
给力了，3M 的还有40个装的了，哎呀，太开心了！拖着房车也不忘找口罩，好好摆还能多装点儿，耶，超开心，超开心。
I thank you today, the mayor of Foshan, for having this time to have a meeting with me today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
非常感谢佛山的市领导给这一次的会面的机会做出答案，谢谢。
And also I thank China so much. Since this virus began, China has been so good to other countries. China has been supplying medical equipment to other countries, and China has been supplying medical personnel to other countries, and also some food also China has been supplying to other countries. That's very good of China, so I thank China so much for this.
另外我要感谢中国，在这次疫情开始之后呢，中国对其他国家提供了大力的援助，包括医疗物资，还有医护人员都进行了援助，所以我要对中国表示感谢。
Yeah, please, I have to take my points one by one. Number one is, chasing people out from their houses. So, we think it's not so good to chase people out from their houses, because now if the person has the virus and you chase him from the house, when he goes on the street, he can also infect other people. So I suggest that we don't chase people from their house. If they have the problem, they can be in quarantine in their house, and the doctor can check them there instead of chasing them from their houses. On Sunday, I have a friend. He has 3 children, and the police chase him out from his house with the children. So where can he go with the 3 children and 1 wife? So I hope we don't chase people out from their houses, please.
另外我想反映一些问题，让我一点点来说。首先第一点呢，就是请不要就是追寻这些人，从他们家里面追寻，就是追踪这些人。其中呢，我有一个朋友，他有3个小孩，在追寻过程中呢，也对这3个小孩就展开了这个追寻，然后让他们感觉非常好。
And number 2, you see, not allowing people to enter the shops and plazas. So, and they allow Chinese people to enter the shop or plaza, but they don't allow foreigners to enter the plaza or shopping mall. Now, you see, I have a friend, he wants to enter the plaza, but he was not allowed. And he gave the Chinese money to buy something for him. So, and the Chinese person took the money. So now, if the foreigner has the virus and he gave the Chinese person the money, I'm sure also the Chinese person will contact the virus also. So I hope we treat all the people, foreigners and everyone, then every person will be allowed to go anywhere, enter the shop or the plazas.
第二点呢，就是有存在一些情况，就是不让非洲的朋友去购物，先去广场，还有一些超市买东西。那么因为这种情况的存在呢，他们只能求助一些中国人，请给中国人去买东西。但是这样，假如非洲人带有这个病毒的话，他会传染给这些中国人。
Number 3, and also this is more in Guangzhou. Some people came for a business, and they've been quarantined. They've stayed for 14 days quarantine, and after the quarantine, the hotel doesn't allow them to lodge in a hotel. And many people in Guangzhou, they have no place to stay because the hotel cannot take them in. I think it's also dangerous for Chinese people also, because those people are on the street. When they are on the street, if they have the virus, they can also affect other people. So I suggest the hotel we have a test. If a person comes for a test, you test the person. If he's free from the disease, you can lodge him in a hotel instead of refusing the people to lodge in a hotel.
第3点是，这主要这种情况主要存在在广州，就是 酒店不给这些非洲的朋友登记入住，那么他们如果不给他们登记入住，他们又没有租到这个固定的居所的话，他们只能流落在街头，这样反而。
我要买东西啊！
不买，
外国人不买。
外国人不买。
外国人不买。